Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we are going to continue lesson number 2. We started lesson number 2 last time and we finished part 1, taking the shapes of the letter Alif, Ba, Ta, and Tha. And today we are going to continue according to the alphabetical order. We start Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وبالصلاة على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. We mentioned last time that there are letters that can be connected from one side and there are letters that are connected from both sides, while the Hamza is never connected. So let's continue and see the letters that we are going to discuss today. We are going to start from letter Jim. Now, letter Jim is written like that. We have 3 letters that look exactly the same as the Jim. Let's go back and have a look at them. Jim, Ha, and Kha. The Jim has the dot, let us say, beneath, under. The Ha doesn't have any dots, and the Kha has 1 dot above. The 3 of them are written in the same way, just the dot that differs between them. Now here the letter Jim, if it comes at the beginning, then it's written like this. And if you just have a look here, you will notice the resemblance that this is the head of the letter Jim here. This is the head of the letter Jim, with a dot beneath. And when it's connected, we omit writing this part, this round part. Okay? So this is the letter Jim with a dot beneath. If it's connected, then it is written the same as this exactly, but with a letter before and a letter after, because this is one of the letters that is connected from both sides. Okay, and then comes the Jim at the end, and this exactly looks the same as the one we know here, the complete shape of the letter Jim. If it comes at the end of the word, then there is a letter before it, so it connects with it. Now let's have a look at the examples here. We have a Jim at the beginning of the word, and this is how it's written. I need to mention that those signs that you can see, we are going to take them when we finish lesson number 2, inshallah. Okay, these signs under the letter, above the letter, okay? We have different signs we're going to take next time, inshallah. Next lesson, the 3 main important movements of the letters. But here we are concerned with the letter itself. Have a look with me. This is the Jim, and the Jim is connected with the letter that comes after it, which in this case is the letter Dal. So this is how it looks like. And then here is how it looks like when it has a Ya letter before it. We are going to talk about the Ya later. Of course, it's the last letter, but this is the Ya. Can you see this shape? This is one shape of the Ya. This part is the Ya with the 2 dots beneath. And you're gonna say, but these 2 dots are under the Jim. But yes, this is a kind of calligraphy that in the Mus'haf, in the Quran, you are going to come across it many times. And it's called the Uthmani calligraphy. And the Mus'haf that we are studying from is Medina Mus'haf, printed in Al-Madina Al-Munawwara. Because there are different scripts, calligraphy, ways of writing the Quran. Okay, the Urdu is written in a way. The Arabic has different ways. One of them, the calligraphy, which is Uthmani, and so on. So here we have a ya at the beginning. The one that's above is the one that we start with the word. So here, if this is the ya with the 2 dots, then the ya is the first letter in the word. And then comes the jim. This is the jim here with the dot beneath. And then comes the other letters. And you can notice here that the jim is connected with the letter that came after it and the letter that came before it. So it's connected from the 2 sides. Here, we can see the jim at the end of the word, and it's written exactly the same way as the shape that we know. But why isn't it connected with the ra? We're going to take just in minutes that the ra is one of the letters that is just connected with the letter that comes before it, which in this case is the letter ha. Okay, so the ra does not connect with the letter that comes after it. So this is why the jim is not connected to the ra, although the jim allows the connection from both sides. And because it's written separate on its own, this is how we write the letter jim. Let's have a look at the letter that comes after the jim, which is the letter ha. It doesn't have any dots. It looks exactly as the letter jim, the same shape, but it has no dots. And it follows the same rules in writing and connecting. So this is the letter ha. This is how it's written at the beginning. This is how it's written in the middle when connected on both sides. And this is the way it's written if it comes at the end of the word. Can we have a look here? The same thing, the same applies. Same thing we said regarding the jim, we're gonna say it regarding the ha, and also applies regarding the ha. So here, this is the head of the letter connected with the meme that comes after it. And the meme also connects from both sides. Here the ha came in the middle, so it's connected with the lam that came before it and the sin that came after it. These are the 3 teeth of the sin, but the sin is not complete because it's connected. So we can find just the first part of the sin written. And at the end here, we can see the ha written on its own because the letter waw does not allow any connection after. It allows before. But why isn't it connected with the ra? Because the ra does not allow connection after it. Okay? Now, what I want to say in this point particularly is that don't get confused, because we are going to say this several times, many times along the road. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He promised us that He will make it easy for those who want to study. We mentioned this at the beginning, at the introduction. So inshallah, He makes it easy for everybody who wants to read in a proper way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it easy for them, inshallah. Okay, so take it easy, and the slogan is enjoy the journey of the Quran with us. So enjoy it. Enjoy the progress you're doing. Enjoy listening. Enjoy applying. And be happy with just a little step ahead. Be happy with it. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So this is regarding the letter ha. What about the letter kha? It has the same shape, but the dot is above. So the jim, the dot is beneath, the ha has no dots, and the kha has the dot above. There we are. Looks exactly the same as the jim and the ha, but just the dot that differs. And here we have some examples. We have the kha at the beginning. There we are with the dot above and connected with the letter that comes before it. And because we took this letter, remember what is this letter? We took it before. It's the, yes, it's the ba. So the ba comes before the kha, and the ba allows connection from both sides. So it's connected to the letter kha and also connected to the letter that comes after it, which in this case is the letter ya. Here we have the same thing, like the one we just finished with the jim here, okay, the ya and then the jim, and here it is exactly the same. The ya on top of the kha, so the ya starts the word starts with the letter ya, and then comes the letter kha with a dot above. And the kha is connected with the letter that comes before it and after it. And in this case, what is this letter with two dots above? It's a ta. Yes, we took the alif, ba, ta, and tha. Very good, very good. How about it at the end? Now here the kha is at the end of the word, so it's written complete, right? With a dot above, and it is connected with the letter sin that comes before it, because the letter sin allows to be connected from both sides. So this is why the sin is connected with the letter kha, but it wasn't in this case, right? In the ha, the waw does not allow connection after it. So this is why the ha is written separately and not connected to the letter waw. And also, I think we did have it here also, right? The jim didn't connect with the ra because the ra and the waw do not connect with the letter that comes after them. Very good. Now we come to the dal and dhal. One has no dots and one has a dot above. Let's start with the letter dal. Have a look at it. The letter dal has an angle. You see? There's an angle here. There, an angle here. And this is if it's connected. Here it's separate and here it's connected. The letter da is one of the letters that is just connected from the right-hand side. So it does not connect with the letter that comes after it. And this is one of the examples. This is the alif, right? Yes. And here we have the dal at the beginning of the word. It's written exactly as the shape that we know. And then the alif did not connect with it because the dal does not allow this. And then we have a meme after the alif. Why isn't the meme connected to the alif? Because as we mentioned before, the alif does not connect with the letter that comes after it, exactly as the letter dal. So this is how it looks when we start our word with the letter dal, okay? And of course, if we start a word with a dal, then the next word will not be connected to it. The next letter, because the dal doesn't allow any connection with the letter that comes after it. What about if the dal is in the middle? As we mentioned, it does not connect with the letter that comes after it, but it connects with the letter before. So here we have a ya, two dots beneath. So the ya is connected with the letter dal. But this letter is not, and this letter is ain, okay? This is an example of both. the dal connected in the middle of the word. So it's connected with the noon here. A dot above is the noon. And then the dal is at the end. It's written as it is. Why is that? Because the dal does not connect with the letter that comes after it. The same here. The dal does not connect with the letter that comes after it. And so does the alif. So it doesn't connect with the dal, and so on. You will get used to all this, inshallah. You will get used to all this, inshallah, just step by step. And we will do a lot of exercises, inshallah. Now here we go to the letter, we go to the letter Dal. How do we pronounce this letter? The. Tuck your tongue out. Get your tongue out. The. Let it touch the edge of the upper two teeth and pronounce this letter. Dal. Dal. This is the name of the letter. And it's exactly like the dal, but it has a dot above. So here, when it is at the beginning of the word, this is how it looks like, exactly the shape that we know. And it's not connected with the letter that comes after it. And in this case, it's the letter Ra. So the letter Dal does not connect with the letter that comes after it. In here, in this word, the letter Dal connected with the letter before it because it always does, unless the letter before it does not allow this. So the Lam allows to be connected with the letter after it and the letter before it. So this is how we will see the letter Dal at all times. It is not connected with the letter that comes after it. And this is the Ba at the end. At the end of the word, this is the letter Ba completing its shape because it's the last letter in the word. And then we have the letter Dal at the end of the word, but it's connected with the letter Ya that came before it, and it's the last letter in the word. We have two other letters that have the same condition, the Ra and Za. One without a dot, which is the letter Ra, and one with a dot, which is the letter Z. And we talked about this when I said there is a whistle in the letter Z. We say Z. It's like zoo. Okay? And have a look at the difference. The Dal and Dal, they have an angle, but the Ra is curved, and the Z, the same thing. Let's have a quick look there. Here at the beginning, the Ra does not allow to be connected with the letter after it. So this is how it's going to be when it is at the beginning of the word. When it comes at the last letter of the word, it's connected with the letter before. And here it's connected with the letter that came before it, which in this case is the Ba, while the Ra at the end is written separately because of the Alif, which does not connect also with the letter that comes after it. So this is a Ra and another Ra with an Alif in between. Then we come to the last letter that we are going to talk about today, and it's the letter Z. Here we can see it follows the same rules, same writing rules like the Dal, Dal, Ra, and Z. So here we have the letter Z. Can you see the curve of it? Yes. The letter Z does not connect with the letter that comes after it. So this is why we can see it separately if it comes at the beginning of the word. And when it comes in the middle, it is connected with the letter that comes before it, which is the lam, okay? And it does not connect with the letter that comes after it. Same thing here. This is the za. It does connect with the noon that came before it and doesn't connect with the lam that comes after it. Same thing here. We have two za. Same thing, connecting with the letter before it, but not the letter after it. Okay, so we have a za and a za in this word. Okay, next time, inshallah, we are going to discuss, we are going to finish, inshallah, not finish, we are going to continue with the letters that we have. We are going to continue with the letters Sin, Shin, and those four letters Sad, Dad, Ta, Dha. Okay, so inshallah, I'll see you next time, inshallah. And thank you so much for your attention and attendance. And inshallah, I hope you find these videos beneficial. So if you like them, just write a comment, make a like, press like so that I get the message that you are enjoying those videos and you are benefiting from them. I wish you all the best. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.